Welcome to the first episode of the JNL Not So Sports Show. This is an idea we've had for a while. Usually we're here around the table talking about the sports, and we decided that we're such fans of so many other things in the world that we're going to talk about the other things that interest us. And today we're going to talk about WandaVision and Star Wars. To my right, I have
Marks.
And to my left,
Luke Coleman.
And across the table from me,
Isaac.
This is Josh Marks. Almost forgot myself there. That happens.
That would have been tough.
Noah has done it continuously on the main show.
Listen, if you say 3 of the names out of the 4,
they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But
process of elimination.
This show is going to be on YouTube only, so if you're seeing this as your first time hearing of us, we have a sports show called the JNL Sports Show. We are on Instagram, Twitter, all of that. You guys can find us anywhere and wherever podcasts are listened to. But we're very excited for this project. I think we're all huge fans of many different things, especially Star Wars. And our logo looks fucking gorgeous.
Yes, thank you, Kaylin.
Yeah, correct. My girlfriend, she's amazing. It looks great, and I'm super excited about it. So we're gonna first talk about WandaVision. Had some news today. Noah, what was that?
Yeah. So the premiere is a week from today, on Friday.
That's fucking
technically less than a week. It'll be released
on
Thursday night. Yeah.
It is on your birthday.
My birthday is 1 week from today. I will be 20.
Holy fuck!
Kind of wild.
Completely forgot about that.
Yeah. So the premiere will be 2 episodes instead of just 1. And what the hell was the quote? It'll be like an MC, it'll be an action.
Yeah,
movie,
an MCU action movie. I mean, I'm excited for WandaVision. Yeah. I wasn't too excited at first, but the trailers have looked fucking awesome. I love the spin they're putting on it. The first episode, I assume, is going to be like a very just natural, old sitcom kind of thing. I don't think it's going to get too crazy until probably
the trailers confused the shit out of me, and
that
kind of made me more interested in it.
Listen, I don't know what
I just don't know what's going on.
All I know is I'm excited for it, and it's only a week away.
Yeah,
super excited. The quote, full MCU action movie, and we're preparing with 2 episodes next Friday.
That's cool. I'm super excited for WandaVision. And then right after WandaVision is done, we have, I think, a 2-week break until...
Yeah, it's 2 or 3 week break, and then we have Falcon the Winter Soldier.
Another show I'm super excited for.
After that's done, it's another 3-week break or so, and then Loki.
Yeah, fucking awesome. I'm going to be super excited. I don't know, Luke, are you big into the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Or?
I mean, I have a general knowledge.
I know you've seen the big movies. Yeah. You've seen the important ones.
I've seen most of them to have a general sense, but...
So yeah. Awkward silence.
Yeah.
But, my bad. I was reading something.
We're all pretty excited for it. Obviously, with COVID and everything got pushed back. So now that we're finally getting stuff this year there will be plenty to talk about because
correct. 2021 is going to be a fucking unit for entertainment.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for it.
And it's only going to get better for the years after.
Oh, correct, because of how much we've missed. So let's get right into what we want to talk about the most.
Well, let's start in the order they come out if we want to talk about them individually.
Well, I don't actually know.
Them.
So
I know.
Oh, you know the exact.
I have an idea.
Let's introduce this real quick. So a couple weeks ago, Disney had their Investors Day, which was streamed on YouTube and other stuff.
It was illegally streamed on YouTube.
Yeah,
it was streamed to investors.
It was streamed to YouTube.
Correct.
So obviously all of Disney's
all of
the companies that literally
a lot of happiness
took about 6 hours.
90% of entertainment in the world, including Star Wars. Star Wars had quite a few announcements to make. A lot to be excited for in the next few years. Isaac?
Correct. So Isaac, what is the order that they're coming out in?
What's the first one on the list?
So not the first one on the list, but the one that's coming out.
Yeah.
The soonest is.
We'll talk about it later.
The Bad Batch.
Bad Batch. Okay, so Bad Batch, me and Isaac had talked about before.
Yeah, Isaac seemed super hyped about it, and Josh.
So it's not so I love Star Wars and I think it's going to be a good show. But I mean, when we have the fucking banger that was just The Mandalorian, it's going to be hard to live up to something like that. And I don't know if the Bad Batch is going to do it.
There's 2 big things that the Bad Batch is to me. It's basically like a Clone Wars season 8 because it carries off right from there, and also it's a period of time we don't really know much about.
It is a very
figure out what happens with all the clones.
I will say I do like that.
And
it is we don't really know.
I'm very excited for it.
I hope at the end we see the transition of them. We're moving to stormtroopers, and maybe they just fucking
Because
kill all the clones or some shit.
there's probably going to be lots of conflict between clones, especially
I agree.
obviously the main characters of the show.
Yeah, I mean, does the Bad Batch have the inhibitor chips for Order 66? I don't think so,
I don't
based on the
think so,
trailers.
because in the trailers there were parts where they didn't have clone uniform on,
Yeah. Okay.
so it kind of looked like they were just deserters.
It's
doing their
possible.
own
I mean,
thing.
I'm decently excited for the show now that I've given it some time, but not my
Yeah.
favorite show on the list.
Also-
and it looked like they were being hunted down by clones too.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, we get more Echo, who was recently
Yes.
revealed in season 7 of Clone Wars to be alive, and he was one of Domino Scott.
Domino
I
Squad.
can't speak. Oh my god, Domino Squad,
Mhm.
which was like the core squad of clones in the show. So it'd be nice to see more of him. See what the hell he's up to, because
It was crazy how there was 6 seasons in between like his supposed death and his return, because that happened in
Yeah.
season 1.
Did it?
No, it didn't.
Did it? I don't
Yeah.
think it did.
no Echo, that was in the Citadel, which was season 4.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh no, I'm
positive.
thinking of another episode where.
Are you thinking of?
Yep, where Heavy died.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, no death hits harder than 99.
I mean,
that was really
Yeah.
tough.
Let's
That
talk
was
about. I mean,
really
if we
tough.
want to talk about clone deaths, 99's death is
99
one of the
was-
hardest deaths of all time.
99 was a real one.
Correct. All right, so
Putting
let's
his life on the line.
move on from Bad Batch. What
Right.
was what's the
Well,
next show
The
scheduled
next
to come
show
out?
after that is the Book of Boba Fett coming in.
I mean, how can you
December
not be
of this
excited
year.
for fucking Boba Fett?
I mean, fucking Boba coming back, revealed to be alive in The Mandalorian,
We all knew
and
it.
he stole the show. The fight scene on whatever, I forget the name of the planet, when
Tython.
Tython, yeah, and he's voice
He was
cracked.
just
Jesus.
fucking swinging the fucking gaffy
He
stick.
was beating the shit out
Yeah,
of
correct.
stormtroopers.
I'm excited for it.
Amazing.
It looks like he's going to be kind of like a ruler of Tatooine, I think. I think
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
taking over
gonna be
Jabba's
like
palace.
The ruler of the underworld, like the crime underworld.
Super excited about it. I think maybe we could
Yeah.
see a live-action Hondo at some point.
And it's
Uh,
going to be
Pirates.
cool.
executively produced by Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and Robert Rodriguez.
I mean, that's what you need. Anything
Who
with John
directed
Yeah.
that
John
episode
Favreau,
with
Dave
Boba
Filoni's
Fett.
name attached to it with Lucasfilms, and I'm all the way in. I think
Yeah,
I've learned
Absolutely.
that. So, what's the next show on? I mean,
And then-
we're all
well,
happy about that.
After that, I'm assuming very shortly after that is Mandalorian season 3.
Yeah, I mean that.
'Cause
Well, I
as
assume
soon as-
I assume that's going to take place on Mandalore. I think they're moving
Yeah,
away from
reclaiming
Grogu for a little bit.
I'm really hoping for that.
Me too. I hope Din, or what is his name?
Din Djarin.
Yeah. I hope he keeps the saber, and I hope he rules Mandalore. I think that'd be fucking
Would
great.
be wild if we see a fucking Din Djarin and Bo-Katan fucking
Fight for
fight
it.
to the death.
Would be crazy.
I mean-
Bo-Katan has to
yeah.
fucking get murdered for it.
Yeah.
It's tough. But yeah, that'd be awesome. Obviously excited about Mandalorian. What's next?
There's kind of one thing I skipped over, Visions, because apparently that's coming out this
Yeah,
year.
so
Like,
it's
I've
possible.
heard about that, but
So this is one of my
I
favorite
don't know
fucking
for sure.
ideas. I was a huge fan of anime as a kid. Not so much more anymore. I mean, of course, I still love Dragon Ball Z. It was my first tattoo. My second one was a Star Wars tattoo. But so anime has always been cool to me. I've always found it very like art because it's art. I mean,
Yeah, it is art.
it's drawing
Yeah.
and
Animations.
to see the fact that you can look at a piece of art and be like, I know exactly in the world where that came from. Like
Yeah.
I know for a fact that's from Japan. And also something I've learned while watching different animes that if you do, you'll know. Not every anime is the same. Every art style is different depending on who the artist is. I mean, like regular art. And so Visions, every single episode is going to be an anime written or drawn by a different artist.
Yeah.
the thing I'm wondering the most is are they going to be recreating things?
I don't think so.
or
I think it's
doing
going to be
new
stories
things?
that we haven't seen yet.
Okay.
Yeah, because this website I have on it has a list of it, and it has like brief, like 1 to 2 sentence descriptions. It says Star Wars Visions will be a series of animated short films celebrating Star Wars through the lens of the world's best anime creators.
I mean, I'm super fucking pumped for it. I think Star Wars has the perfect amount of like lighting to be like a Mustafar, Obi-Wan versus Anakin anime fight would be like on
That would-
Mustafar.
I
The
seen-
amount of colors would be absolutely gorgeous. Like
there
I'm
was-
super excited.
There
for
was
this.
one clip I saw someone made like some anime style version of the Vader hallway scene.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah,
very,
I mean,
very cool.
It's gonna look great. The colors for Star Wars are fucking perfect for anime.
Yeah.
I've always thought that The closest they've got was the 2003 Clone Wars, I think, to a type of anime.
That was a great show.
Correct. I mean, Ventress. They showed Ventress, I think, cutting Anakin's eye in that show. It was a mini series, right? It was like 6 episodes.
No, I think it was like 2 seasons.
I had one of them, and I had one of the DVDs for it when I was a kid.
I think the first season was more episodes, but they're short. They're like 8 minutes on average. But the last season was, I think, like 6 episodes, but they're longer. They're like 20 minutes or something like that.
But yeah,
if I remember correctly. I think they're all on YouTube.
For Visions though, I'm just excited because it'll just be a completely different look.
Yeah, that and it's new, it's fresh. Yeah. I think it's just something that Star Wars fans are going to attach to very quickly, and I hope they don't stop after 1 season because there's so many stories that they can tell that they just don't want to do in a movie form. Yeah. Fuck it, give me 5 minutes of how Plagueis died. Show me Palpatine leaving wherever he was because he dies around the same time as Maul dies, right?
Yeah, Plagueis dies the night that Maul
technically
the night before Palpatine gave his
elected chancellor. I mean, that's technically Legends now. It's not canon, but.
Yeah. Have you started reading the Plagueis book, Josh?
I have not. I remember I got super dizzy, couldn't read.
Yeah, couldn't do anything like the past week and a half.
Yeah, but I did read it pretty recently, and the scene where he does kill Plagueis, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. I just think there's so much that they can do with it. Especially, give me some fucking the Vader comics from 2017 or 8. One of the years. Give me that story in Japanese anime. Yeah. You know, I'm all for it.
Star Wars can literally do anything. I saw this TikToker Mace Windu, like you've seen it both, and he made a video about it. Like they could literally do any genre of film in the Star Wars universe.
Correct. There's so many things
fucking heist films. You can do fucking you can do a comedy.
There's a fucking galaxy. Okay, literally it's anything. Let's move on here because we're trying to get a little quick.
Yeah, so the next one, I don't know. Well, they'll both come out in 2022, Andor and Obi-Wan Kenobi. We could start with Andor, though.
Andor, I'm actually...
That started filming.
I was excited for it when it was first announced that this dude was getting his own show to begin with, because I liked Rogue One a lot.
Yeah, Rogue One was great.
And I liked his character a decent amount. And I think this is going to show the dirtiness of the rebels.
Yeah,
this is going to show the slimy, the resilience, right? I think
even
the rebellion.
Even kind of just what we saw from his character in Rogue One, you can tell that he's not the cleanest person.
No, this is going to be a dirty, the disgusting side of the rebels. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think that's going to be cool to see. So I'm really excited for that. And then of course Kenobi. How the fuck can you not be excited about Kenobi? It looks like we're getting flashbacks. It's been confirmed that there will be a fight between Vader and Obi-Wan, which that's fucking awesome. I don't care what you think.
Can't ask for anything else.
Correct.
And people not staying on Tatooine. Like Obi-Wan.
He will move around.
Off of Tatooine.
I assume we're going to see a kid Luke at some point.
Yeah, probably. Obi-Wan is on Tatooine.
He has to. There's multiple times in the comics where I know one of instance. I don't remember exactly. I think he was in downtown Tatooine or whatever, in the busiest spot, and he got little Luke got knocked out or something, and Obi-Wan saved him and brought him back, but he never knew it was Obi-Wan because now he was knocked out.
Correct.
So I'm sure we're going to see something like that, and then him protecting Luke occasionally.
One of the most interesting things I've heard is that there's going to be a group of clones hunting down Obi-Wan, and I've heard rumors that the leader of that group could be Commander Cody, which would be
crazy,
awesome. Cool. Yeah, and Tamora Morrison,
good guy.
I think he has been signed on for the show.
Well, he's with Lucasfilm now.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, that's going to be awesome.
There are rumors that there's going to be a flashback scene of Anakin inside the temple, slaughtering all the Jedi and younglings.
Yeah, there's one scene described as someone with a blue lightsaber standing in front of and defending 3 younglings. So,
I imagine we might get we won't see Grogu, but we might see a certain character helping other Jedi escape, and I'm sure that'll be
that'll be connected. Also, possibility that we could see Satine. I saw someone there's some actress, I don't know her name, but there are
Looks very similar,
similarities
yeah.
to Satine and Clone Wars.
Would have to be a flashback, obviously.
Well, obviously she's dead.
Next one.
Well, I'll just go from the only one that has a time slot, which is Rogue Squadron, and that's going to be coming December 2023.
So what is the time period of Rogue Squad? Do we know?
We don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I know it's directed by Patty Jenkins, who did Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 82. Still haven't watched Wonder Woman 2.
I haven't heard great things.
Yeah, I haven't heard great things, but I haven't watched it yet. Patty Jenkins, she was on Impractical Joker's dinner party last night. Didn't talk about Rogue Squadron they kind of talked about Wonder Woman. Yeah. I was hoping they'd mention something Star Wars, but they didn't.
Took from the investors meeting, Kathleen Kennedy said, like, it's going to be a new era. She said something like that when she was talking
if we
about
can
it.
move past the sequels and start just
I think
build
that
a new
would
thing
be
there,
good.
all the way in.
But the only kind of confusing thing about that was that, like, the Rogue Squadron in Legends was pretty much either at the end of or right after the original trilogy. So I don't know if they want to take something from that or if it's just going to be completely different.
I don't assume so, because if you have to do it right there, then you have to throw in, like Luke, you have to put in these characters that you can't put in no more. I'm all for getting on.
Well, not necessarily, because Luke wasn't a part of it.
No, I know, but you still have to get, like Leia should be involved at some point in that. I just think that we should, I've been saying it from the beginning, we need to just move past the sequels. They happened. Let's fucking...
I do think it would be a good step.
I don't want them erased. Like, okay, as much as it would be cool, I don't think... There's just no reason to erase them. You know, it was a mistake. I think Disney also thinks it was a mistake. I'm okay with them bringing Daisy Ridley back, to be honest.
Yeah.
If she wants to train Jedi or if she wants to be a part of something, I'm okay with that.
Just get a good writer on the
Correct.
project.
I think the least controversial character to bring back for the fans would probably be Poe.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, Poe.
Correct.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind hitting the Rogue Squadron show.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He should be in the show, if it's going to be after the sequels. Huh?
Yeah, it's a movie.
Yeah. Oh, it's a movie. Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
so he should be in it.
And if Disney decides to do any trilogies, like, get one director for the trilogy.
Yeah, correct.
One writer.
What else
Because they just kind of flip-flop through fucking... Like, we'll do that one for this one, do that one for that one, and then we'll do this one. Oh, you don't want to do this anymore? Okay, we'll get J.J. Abrams back, and then we'll fucking change everything.
Let's get one that's out of the way. It's like a kid one. Droid story.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
I don't know anything about it. I don't know if it's C-3PO R2 or if it's just a bunch of random droids.
This says, this series will introduce us to a new hero guided by the legendary duo R2-D2 and C-3PO.
All right, cool. I mean, it's going to be one of those. If it's anything like a Droid's Tales, I'm all the way in, and that's a fact.
And then next one, don't know when it's going to come out, but Lando, I think Donald Glover is going to be playing him.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
There's not much about this series that's been
released.
Even
when it was
we don't know
when it was first talked
about,
everyone was like, "Is it animated? Is it who's going to be in it?"
I would imagine if it's live action that Donald Glover would be returning for the role.
Unless they wanted to take on the sequel story of him trying to help that girl find out where she's from.
I've also heard that
that's true.
It was they would both be playing him, and it'd go back and forth between two different times.
That wouldn't be terrible.
Yeah, they could do that.
But yeah, I mean that show, I think.
Yeah. Speaking of, cool. I really like Donald Glover as Lando.
Me too. I didn't think I was going to.
Yeah, I thought
he played him really well.
Correct. What else we got?
Next we'll talk about Acolyte because the other two are in the same time period, so we could connect those.
So Acolyte, do we know like what Sith exactly? I know it's the what?
It says at the end of the High Republic era, but I don't know exactly when that ends.
Yeah, because that's currently going on.
I feel like Plagueis is a possibility.
I'm all the way in on this. Because a show from the Sith's point of view has always been something I wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be great, I think. This is one of those. This is definitely on the top of my list of shows, and I'm excited.
Because they said that there will be dark side stuff in the show. So,
I assume so.
It has to be, yeah.
Yeah, but no, this is definitely on the top of my list of shows.
So I don't know exactly who will be in it, but I'm excited.
I was going to say we might see this in the High Republic thing, but that's 3 phases, and the first one goes through like the next few years. So
yeah, correct. Right, the High Republic is, of course, it's going to be a series of comics and books.
Yeah.
I know Young Yoda's in it. That's going to be probably a talking point.
The High Republic, it takes place. Well, these new books take place exactly 200 years before the Phantom Menace.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. I mean,
so if this takes place at the end of the High Republic era, it very well could be like Plagueis.
Yeah, Plagueis was over 100 years old.
Yeah.
So.
I'm super excited for it. I think it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
The logo for it is instantly, I was like, that's going to be a badass show. It's just a great looking logo. Very excited for it. What else we got?
Rangers of the New Republic.
So this, I assume, Cara Dune is going to be involved with.
Because there were rumors for a while that she was going to have a spin-off show.
Yeah. Way back in season 1, this was talked about of her being involved.
It makes sense.
Correct. And
and they had that scene in season 2 of Mandalorian where the rebel pilot leaves the the badge thing on the table, you should join.
Let me just say,
use someone like you.
If we could get Trapper Wolf as one of the main characters in the show,
I think
if you don't know who that is, Dave Filoni's character.
Filoni's
character. You have to assume it's going to be moving towards the First Order.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if we get a young Ben, that might be kind of cool. If we get a super, even though Ben's kind of young already, isn't he? I know he's 29, isn't he? In the movies,
he's 28 in The Force Awakens.
So we can get a teenager Ben.
right
after.
I don't think so because I don't think he really had anything to do with the New Republic. Luke trained him, but that was when Luke was kind of doing his own thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it will be the First Order at that point, though.
Yeah.
They will be fighting against the First Order, whether that's Snoke involved with it or Hux or something.
Yeah.
Even though Hux would be too young, I think. But
yeah,
it's going to be something. But I imagine, like I said, if the Mandalorian continues to go, they'll probably push into the First Order. They teased it with saying
taking
they
place
want order
during the same time as the Mandalorian.
Yeah, I know, but it's going to be
and the Book of Boba Fett.
So I'm saying if the Mandalorian keeps going forward, obviously,
yeah,
they'll have to move on from the Empire at some point. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And then the last show,
Ahsoka,
super fucking
which
excited.
will be written by Dave Filoni, of course, and Rosario Dawson will be reprising her role, and supposedly a limited series, just like Boba Fett is also a limited series. I'm pretty sure too.
No. It's not.
No, I think it's...
All they said was it's an original series.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. How can you not fucking be excited for Ahsoka?
Yeah, based on episode 5 of season 2 when she's looking for Thrawn, I'm guessing...
probably going to be the main storyline.
I'm guessing she's assuming Ezra's
Absolutely.
with him still.
That was the plan.
And I'm also assuming that was before the epilogue scene in Rebels because she's...
not with...
Sabine. She's not with Sabine at that point.
That is a possibility.
So Sabine will most likely be in the show.
That would be cool. I mean, I assume so.
I feel like a fitting ending, since it's just a limited series, is obviously when they find Thrawn or Ezra.
Yeah. And then that could lead to an Ezra show maybe at some point. Or this could... Because I remember them saying there was going to be a Rebels sequel at some point.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't announced and I was quite confused, but who knows where we're going from here. The future of Star Wars looks bright, and I think we're all excited for it.
I think
because this is the first time where we're outside of the Skywalker saga.
Yeah, Skywalker saga.
A lot of brand new stuff, a lot of uncertainty.
And listen, I can't guarantee Star Wars fans are going to be happy because you just can't do it. You can't please them all.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
And obviously, with the Mandalorian, Gideon is the main villain, but the overarching villain looking forward is probably going to be Thrawn.
Yeah, if I did. I mean, at least for the
Ahsoka going show. To be very cool.
I think they're going to move on from him anyway, the villain from the Mandalorian.
Moff Gideon.
Yeah, because they're going to go to Mandalore. Something's going to be up there.
Yeah.
Are we going to get any closure on Maul and Solo? Is that ever going to be a thing?
I don't know.
Because they kind of left that on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And I mean, I fucking love Maul. Would love to see some more live action of Maul.
Yeah, if we could see a series of Maul ruling the underworld, because obviously he was running the crime syndicates. That'd be pretty cool. Would kind of see how he ends up on the Sith planet in the Sith temple.
Yeah.
In Rebels.
All right, guys, that's all the shows, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
so
one more thing.
Go ahead.
So that we didn't talk about the Taika Waititi movie.
Yeah, he's getting a trilogy.
There's not much to say, but
literally nothing that we don't know.
But I think it's good to mention.
Yeah,
we don't know when it's coming out.
He's getting a trilogy. Feige's getting a trilogy, I believe.
I don't know
or is it just a movie? He's just getting a movie.
He's just getting one.
Actually, them talking about what was his name? The dude that directed Thor.
Taika Waititi?
Yeah, they said that his is going to be kind of a fun spin on Star Wars.
Yeah.
The logo looks very retro. It reminds me of Thor.
I mean, there is no logo.
The logo that they showed at.
No, it wasn't a logo, but they had like a
it was like a
background
design
of it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was
they
very
also
much
had, like,
of the Thor Ragnarok
Star
kind
Wars
of
logo.
genre.
Yeah, Taika Waititi fucking revamped Thor, the character. Because the first 2 Thor movies...
I agree. No, I agree.
They were...
Yeah, especially the second one.
Yeah, second one was...
But
I will say, I do not think... Well, I'll say I do think it will take place before the Phantom Menace. Probably either High Republic era or Old Republic
That
era.
would be cool.
Or maybe
think it's
even way before that.
I think it's going to be different than we think. It's going to be cool. I hope. But that's the show, guys. Thank you guys for joining us on our first episode of JNL Not So Sports Show.
Yeah.
If you guys liked it, and you guys are interested in sports, and this is your first time hearing us, go check out our other podcast, JNL Sports Show, wherever podcasts are found.
Our podcast.
Our podcast, yeah. This is not a podcast. This is just going to be a YouTube show from here on out. We don't really have like a time frame of when we're going to do this. When there's interesting news or stuff to talk about, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
We have these conversations already in
Yeah.
my living room or
yeah,
whatever.
it was the same thing with our sports podcast. Like, we talk about this shit all the time anyway, so you might as well fucking put it out there for people to listen.
So thank you guys for listening to us. Luke hasn't talked much, but he will.
I'm still here.
Yeah,
still exists.
yeah, Luke still exists. It's not that he's not a fan of Star Wars. He's just not caught up on everything yet.
He will
hasn't seen all
definitely
of them.
pick up on a lot of
I'm
things.
Correct.
Being,
though.
I'm being enlightened. I was
Yes.
just enlightened over the past 25
Correct.
years.
Luke has always been a fan of the movies, as far as I can remember. I mean, we've been friends our whole life. We've always watched the movies. Never really gotten to the shows other than The Mandalorian. He's going to get into Clone Wars. I'm going to force him to, no matter what.
Yeah.
So, because it's an awesome show.
Yeah,
And-
I'm sure next week we'll probably have another one since 2 episodes of WandaVision.
WandaVision will be out, yeah, and we can talk about that. So yeah, I mean, expect this to be sort of probably a weekly, bi-weekly thing. But again, I don't really keep promises either. So
Yeah, correct.
If you-
We'll see.
That's
We'll
kind
see
of our
what-
thing.
We'll see what happens.
if you like the guys, please hit the subscribe button and like and share it with everybody that you can. It helps us a lot for analytic reasons. This is the first time I've had to say that because we are not a YouTube show, so
Yeah.
I almost didn't do it.
Follow us
Sounded
on
kinda
Instagram,
weird.
Twitter.
Correct.
Yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Gotta bring the vlog energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Just do whatever you
Smash
want.
that like button.
Smash that like
Hit the
button.
subscribe. Turn on your notifications. Click that bell.
Click the bell and turn on notifications are the same thing.
Well, I mean, I kind of said it like as a joint thing. Like, yeah.
All right, guys. So thank you guys for joining us, and we can't wait to do this again.